Hey guys, so today we're going to do something a little different. Y'all know I don't do voiceovers, but I'm going to be explaining how we do a silk press on natural hair without causing any heat damage. Okay, boom. So y'all know how y'all like to do. My model came in with about 5 pounds of product in her hair. So we had to do a clarifying bath for her, which is basically a clarifying shampoo under the dryer. And this is always a must, and I'll go more into details about this later on in the video. But we shampooed her hair thoroughly, we conditioned it, and detangled it at the bowl. You want to always make sure that you're detangling with conditioner in your hair. We're going to part her hair into 4 sections and go back through and make sure that the hair is completely detangled. So I start from the ends and then work my way up. It's much easier now because we detangled her at the bowl already. You always want to make sure you do that. It's a must. Like, some people just like to wash it, condition it, and don't detangle, and then once they've rinsed the conditioner out, they want to start detangling. And it's just kind of working backwards, and it's not an effective way of detangling your hair. So another technique that I also like to do is, once I detangle it, I kind of stretch the hair out and get most of the moisture off of the hair before I start brushing and blow drying. And this also helps with not breaking the ends and not manipulating the hair too much. You see how it's stretched out? So now you can go through with either a comb attachment or a brush and blow it out. Her hair is on the thicker side, so I'm going to use the brush. That way I'll get a straighter blowout. And I'm just going to repeat this for all 4 sides. And it's just less tugging on the hair. You're not breaking it, you're not doing as much brushing, and it's faster. I got her blown out as straight as possible. So now for the fun part. I am a no product before straightening type of stylist. I don't use heat protectant or any kind of product. I find that using products before straightening your hair, you're more susceptible to heat damage, and it's just a no for me. The only products I do use is this wax stick, and it's just around the edges. And I find that this helps the edges not to revert back as quick. That's usually the first place that kind of sweats out, so the wax stick kind of holds that heat in and helps it not revert back as quick. So that's the only place that I put product on. The rest, the hair is super clean. And I want to go back to the clarifying bath and why it's so important. When you are straightening hair with product on it or buildup just from not shampooing the hair thoroughly, that heat sinks in so much more, and it just steams, and that's when you lose your curl pattern or you get heat damage and the ends just kind of burn. So you want to just always make sure that your hair is completely clean, and that clarifying bath is always a good thing to do. I like to do it on myself maybe once a month. I don't use a lot of products, but for people who do use an excessive amount of product and they have a lot of buildup, I would say you can do it every week or every other week. Okay, so I'm a one pass and go stylist. If you do all the right steps prior to straightening the hair, you won't have to do much when it's time to straighten it. So we do one pass. And one thing my clients can always say is I'm never going to give them any type of heat damage. The more you go back and forth 2-3 times straightening that same piece of hair is when you end up with uneven curls. Some parts of your hair is straight. So you want to make sure that you blow dry the hair properly, the hair is clean, and that you also are not passing the iron through the hair as much. Look at how blowy that silk press is. She went from this to that. So now we got her all straightened. I consulted with her. We figured out how much she wanted to trim off. She hasn't had a trim in about a year, so we're going to take a couple of inches off. She was cool with it. So you want to always make sure that your client is sitting up straight, because she wasn't sitting up straight. And it looks like it's not even, but I promise you it is even. We trim the perimeter, make sure that we get it all even. And a lot of people just stop right here, and that's a no. You got to make sure that you are trimming the hair all throughout. All of that hair at the top cannot reach the bottom, so you think you're trimming everything, and you're not getting that. So you need to make sure that you're going through and completely trimming your hair. I also recommend trimming your hair about every 8 to 12 weeks, depending on what you do to your hair. If you straighten your hair a lot, I would say 8 to 12 weeks. If you are wearing it natural and don't manipulate it as much, you can stretch it out 3 to 5 months. It just all depends on your hair texture, how you maintain it, and how often you are maintaining it. Okay, so you see how it looks uneven, and now it's straight. She wasn't sitting up properly. So we got her trimmed really well. She won't be back for another couple of months to get another trim, so I wanted to make sure that we got all her dead ends off. She still has a couple of little areas that need help, but we'll slowly work our way up to that. So this is basically the technique that I use for all my clients, and this has never steered me wrong. None of my clients have ever ended up with heat damage. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment below. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. If you guys want me to do more voiceovers, or if y'all want me to shut up, just comment below, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you.